Can we ride in this moment? Can we ride? Nothing's stopping us tonight. No, not a single brake light in our sight. In our way, passenger. You lead the way. You lead the way.
What's going on, everybody? Gameweek 19 has just finished. I've just witnessed an awful start. An awful end to Gameweek 19, both for fantasy and for Man United in general. Not a good watch. I've watched every game today. How are we all? I know I said last stream was the last stream before Christmas. Turns out this is the last stream before Christmas, but with a lot less disarray because it's empty. It's not actually empty. It's pretty much empty. So just water for me tonight. The stream doesn't seem to work on Sundays, but yeah, it's working on Saturday night. I don't know why. McClay's saying there's no sound. Should definitely be sound. Let me know if there's not sound. Let me know if everyone else can't hear me. I can hear myself, which means you guys should be able to hear me too. I had a pretty good week. I had a pretty good week if you don't look at everyone else on Twitter and Fantasy Football Scout. There's some big scores going around. So I'm on Alexander Hager. You were responsible before, right? Thank you very much. Great start to the stream. Cheers, Alexander. So I've had a good week, not to complain about that. But I made some poor transfers, which we'll come on to in a sec. In fact, I'm just trying to bring up my team now, so I can see it on the second screen. Oh, 74 I finished. Oh yeah, because Smalling conceded again. So I'm on 74 plus plus bonus points. So I'll get 3 for Kane, 4 for Sterling, 7. What's that? 81. 2 for Austin is 83. And 1 for Otamendi will be 84. People say they can't hear me. I don't know. Have you got it muted? Everyone else seems to be able to hear me. I think the stream quality is okay. But yeah, so I got 84 points. Minus 4. I took a 4-point hit. Basically, I made some mistakes. I decided that I was going to keep Kane, obviously, because Morata was suspended. So I took out Morata for Austin so I could get Pogba in and go for the Power 5. Obviously, Pogba did nothing. He actually looked pretty poor. Should have had an assist. Poor finishing on United's part tonight. Austin did okay, but he's injured. And then I really didn't want to play I don't know why now. Like in hindsight, obviously it was stupid, but I made the Austin and Pogba move, and then I decided that there's no way I could play Maguire or Ben Mee. I would have probably played Maguire ahead of me. And then, so I thought I have to get rid of him for a 4-point hit. And it's between Ogbonna or Jones and Smalling. So I went for Smalling for the goal threat over Jones, -4 to not play Maguire. And then Maguire scores right at the end, and Chris Smalling's injured. He looks like he's got a groin injury. There's almost no way he's going to be back for the next game, I'd say. It's only in a few days' time. So, transfers were poor. Austin and Smalling both injured. I'm not really sure what to do now. I might have to do some live, I don't know, some live transfers. Not live transfers, Jesus. Some live tinkering. I'm not doing transfers tonight. So yeah, it's annoying. I can't really... I'd love to get Firmino in. It's just not happening. So I don't know what we're doing. You captain Kane, Alexander. Boom. Like I always said, why would you get rid of Kane? I don't think I ever once considered getting rid of him. Yeah, Austin looks like even if he's not injured, he might get banned. People were tweeting me saying they thought it was an accident, but from the video I saw, he left his foot in on purpose. There's 5 polls. What to do with... This is what people tweeted me, basically. What to do with Hazard, Game Week 20 captain, Game Week 19 score. I'd say there's not many people under 60 or 70 this week. Is Man United defence still worth investing in? That's now 1 clean sheet in 6. Now, we had some poor fixtures and some good ones coming up. But Valencia out, Smalling probably out now. It's not looking good. And what to do with Richarlison? I did say Austin was a 1-week punt, but I still wanted to keep him in my team. And yeah, as Fizzu says, huge shout out to Atsu. Did he get 16 points today? Goal and assist, or was it goal and 2 assists? What to do with Lukaku? Lukaku is so unlucky. Let me take the sports cap off this. It's making too much noise. You love that you took Maguire out and took Kane off captain. I mean, Kane's not been my no, he's been my captain a few times recently, but I'm not bothered about Kane captain. Captain Sterling, he did well. He's only 4 points off Kane. I mean, sure, with captain, that's 8 points, but actually, it's not that much because I've got Kane. Anyway, I'm not too bothered about Kane captain. I'm glad I've still got him, to be honest. Lukaku was so unlucky today. A couple of times he should have been played in and he wasn't. There's a few times where he played someone in and they just ballsed it up, basically. We should have killed Leicester off much earlier than we did. A really frustrating game to watch. You just knew it was going to cost us. But to be Maguire, oh, hated that. Kane the Punisher, yeah. I mean, yeah, people who got rid of him, I'm sure they're feeling pretty annoyed about it. Rashford was really bad. Like, why wasn't he just shooting first time? Although we should have had a penalty. I don't really get how that wasn't made more of. The thing is, if Morata hadn't got suspended, I may have taken Kane out, and I would have probably got De Bruyne in, and I would have probably captained him ahead of Sterling. So, although my transfers were bad, it could have been a lot worse. I don't really know what to do this week. Let me, he did touch the ball, I guess, just about. I think he took more than man. Anyway, Rashford should have just shot straight away. This is my team for this week. It's not looking pretty. I think if I do anything, I'd probably just make a defensive change. Because I was going to bench Austin anyway. The problem is, Duffy's got Chelsea away, Mee's got Man United away, Austin's now injured, Smalling's injured. It's not looking good going into a week where there's going to be quite a bit of rotation. So I really think it's going to be a horrible one. Not Kane captain. Well, be interested to see what the captain's poll is, because how can I not captain Salah? Actually, that's another thing to add into my transfers. If I hadn't made any, I'd still have Morata. I wouldn't have Austin, but I would have had Loftus-Cheek. playing instead of Austin. So it didn't. I don't know. I don't know. I would have had Loftus-Cheek and Calvert-Lewin instead of Pogba and Austin, so it would have been pretty similar. Plus, I wouldn't have had a -4. And I would have had a West Ham defender instead of Smalling. I would have known Smalling was injured. Yeah. Should have basically just made one transfer. Should have played it cool. I don't even know how you pronounce that Huddersfield striker's name. Depotra? I don't know. Probably really butchered that. Did Loftus-Cheek get a bonus? Oh, excuse me. Suddenly woke up with a cold today. Oh, Loftus-Cheek is getting 2 bonus. So he finished on 8, the same as Austin. So basically 1 point up on those transfers. But I've been in a much better position this week, so I kind of ballsed it up, if we're honest. Should have just played it cool. Oh yeah, 7 because he didn't get the clean sheet. Depotra. Oh my god, it's gonna be bad. Anyway, that Huddersfield striker is who I was eyeing up. Before Smalling got injured, I was actually looking at just saving a transfer this week. I ended up on 84. Is Masuaku still a good bet? This is annoyingly one of the reasons I got Smalling, because if I'd got a West Ham defender, I would have wanted the Man United defender this week, and I wouldn't have played the West Ham one. So I would have basically brought him in and only played 1 in 3 weeks. So that's why I didn't get him. Now it looks like a good move, maybe. Isn't Depotra in rotation with Mooney? Well, Mooney seems to be out of favour right now. Should you bring Kane back for Southampton? That's such a tricky question. My gut feeling is you shouldn't, because you're basically bringing him back for 1 week. Well, you're bringing him back and then benching him, then playing him in the double, I suppose. In terms of strikers, you got Firmino and somebody else. You got Firmino and Aguero. The problem is Aguero might not start the next game. That was the one problem with getting him in. I mean, people who brought him in and captain have done really well, but there's nothing to say that he'll actually even play the next game. Tantic Shakira, yeah, fair enough. You're gonna switch back to Morata? Yeah, I knew I'd wish that I'd had Morata. 2 great fixtures now. You didn't think Depotra was that impressive? Putting a lot of crosses, you don't think they're that good? Yeah, I mean, Huddersfield have been pretty poor going forward all season. They got some nice fixtures though. He's only 5.3. I just don't know what I do this week. I guess I just switch Smalling. The question is, do I still go for a Man United defender? 1 clean sheet in 6. Let me know on the polls. Firmino looks great for the next 2 game weeks. So does Coutinho, so does Salah. Yeah, I could bring Kenny in. 2 okay fixtures next. I feel like they're 2 fixtures they're probably conceding though. And then it's Man United home and Spurs. Well, I'm probably not bringing in Kenny. Joe, I got 84. Go on top of the Let's Talk FPL League. Adam Lamb, very nicely done. Scored another great game week. You should be telling me what to do with Kane. The thing is, can Southampton really park the bus? No, Van Dijk seems to be really out of favour. Bertrand injured. I don't know if he's still out, but he missed today's game. if you've got the luxury of switching to Morata and then switching back, then I don't think there's. I don't think getting Morata in is a bad transfer. Excuse me, blowing my nose there. Are we clear on 5 yellows? Yes, that's gone now. Anyone who's got less, who gets 5 yellows from here on out, doesn't matter. They need to get 10. Richarlison rubbish at home and next away games at City. I could choose Richarlison to upgrade Austin somehow, but again, that Smalling injury has really screwed me over. I don't know if I want to take hits in rotations. Sorry, excuse me. Nose is doing that. In a time when rotation's really poor, basically. No, rotation's rife, I should say. Dele Alli differential for the double game week. I think he was unlucky not to be sent off. That was a scissor 2-footed tackle. I think he just got lucky that it was so early in the game. Who's worse, Morata or Lukaku? Like I said, Lukaku was a bit unlucky. Got Burnley at home, and then another home game against, I want to say, Stoke. Oh no, Southampton. Damn it. Yeah, so two nice games coming up for Lukaku. What time is match of the day on? I don't know actually. Hopefully not too soon. Everyone will switch off. See you later, Poppy. Yeah, I think 10:30. Ah, that's okay. I was only going to make this a short one anyway. I was going to do a preview, then I thought it's just as quick for me to set up a stream, do a stream for a little bit, and then leave the video there to be watched. Calvert-Lewin was quite there. I actually thought he played okay, though. It was Chelsea. They didn't really get a sniff, to be honest. Yeah, if I got rid of Kane, it would have been a nightmare. My missus captained him as well. The thing is, Richarlison's got Leicester at home. And again, if I get rid of him, I don't know, that just feels like a luxury I don't have right now. Christensen and Otamendi at the back, essential. I don't know about essential, but they're very good options. They're both set and forget. Could play Ben Mee against Man United. Change Smalling to Jones. I know that's like the obvious move. That's really annoying though, because I even tweeted out when I made the transfers that I was probably trying to be too clever with Smalling because I thought he had the goal threat, or at least a little bit. And Jones was just all about bonus points, and then Smalling to go and get injured. So frustrating. Smalling to Old Bonner. Now I'm not going to bring the West Ham defender now, to be honest. I think I'm going to keep Richarlison for Leicester because I've got money in the bank. And he's probably going to be my Arnautovic move. So what I really want to do is not use a transfer in game week 21. So that going into 22 I have 2. And I'll bring in Arnautovic for Richarlison. And then I don't know who else I'm going to bring in. Probably should have thought about it a bit more. We'll see what Pogba's done at that point. Maybe Pogba to Son, something like that. So I'm not going to move yet on Richarlison, I don't think. I just think Leicester at home's an okay fixture. Okay, granted, Swansea after that. Yeah, so game week 22, that's the time to get rid of him. So Leicester at home and Swansea at home. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think West Ham game week 22, Arnautovic looks the man, probably. Which teams have a double game week? For now, only Spurs and West Ham in game week 22. But they also have the blank in 21. Have I discussed Austin yet? Yeah, kind of, yeah. I've been chatting about him. Just doesn't look good, right? He's probably going to be banned if he's not injured. Next 2 fixtures are bad anyway. Now, who am I looking to get in is... I've looked at Depotra. I'm going to keep butchering that name for Huddersfield, but... I'm just not sure about that. I don't know if I could do... I don't know if I could downgrade Austin, actually, to, like... Peter Crouch? Maybe? That's ugly, though. And then upgrade Richarlison to, like, David Silva or something. Did Crouch play again today? He did. Oh, awful fixtures, though. I can't do that. City, by the way, I watched that game. They're ridiculous. They won 4-0. They barely even got going. It's just so easy. Delph is their left back and just doesn't get just no threat to him or whatever. He's playing well, is what I'm trying to say. Have I been drinking? What has come to Crouchy talk? I know, no drinks, just water and a couple of Coke Zeros. I may just go Kane for the double. I don't know. Kane is just an inconsistent waste of time and money. I mean, if you had my team, what would you do? I've got like 0.6 or something in the bank. Chicharito is an Austin replacement. The thing is, for my team in particular, I don't want to... He's not even playing, is he? Let me have a look. Yeah, he's not even been starting. But if I bring anyone in for Austin, I kind of want someone that's going to play the next couple of game weeks. So he's got a blank West Ham defender, that's the problem. Yeah, similar for me, Paulie. Small injury kind of ruined everything. Yeah, and the ass isn't good. Calvert-Lewin's probably still an okay pick. I know it sucks making that sideways move. Yeah, I probably don't need urgent changes. I just need, I think Smalling... Ow. Oh, you have to excuse me, sorry. Cough and a cold just hit me today. Smalling to West Ham or Tottenham defender. Austin, yeah. I tell you now, I think everyone that kept Morata is laughing right now. Smalling to Jones, yeah, it might just be the way. Just yeah, I mean the plan was never to play Austin in the next 2 anyway. Do I think Salah will come off early against Swansea? I mean, it might do. It depends what the score is, I suppose. Would he play? That's the only reason I'm worried. I was actually thinking about Hazard captain earlier. Because Morata's going to be back. Brighton at home's a good fixture. But with a Kane hat-trick, I'm struggling not to just put it back on him. And I know that's like points chasing. And Southampton might do better than Burnley did defensively. But he's going to be captained by so many. Lindelof might be a great differential because he's got Valencia's spot and then we'll have Smalling's. Yeah, but again, but Jones is more nailed on. Lindelof could just be an option eventually. Southampton are away, yeah. Kane's at home. But Smalling to Delph. Wait, isn't yeah, Delph's midfielder, right? Yeah, Delph's listed as a midfielder. I thought it was, yeah, for 4.5 million, that'd be a bargain. Can I upgrade Austin to Firmino and Richarlison to Loftus-Cheek? Quite maybe, possibly. Oh, having to play extra for Loftus-Cheek. Oh no! I'm 0.1 million off being able to do that. Oh dear. 0.1 million. That's gutting. I'd have to get Tom Carroll instead. Tom Carroll has assisted twice in a row. You're thinking Aguero and the ass out for Jesus and someone. I don't like that. Because then you've got Jesus, you think he's going to start, and then what about the next week? You're back into the same position. Do you think we might see Danilo get a few more games now? I don't see why, to be honest. Maybe he is a better choice than Delph, but Delph's been playing well. Don't see why he'd change it up too much. Delph kind of covers that side well. Let Sané go on. Atsu, yeah, maybe Atsu's the way. Oh, Loftus-Cheek. 0.1 million. If I hadn't let Smalling rise. Not cool, man, not cool. Austin to Quaynard and Smalling to Alonso. That's really beefing up my defence then. And then, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Let's put a lot of money in defence that I'll probably want back out. Yeah, Atsu's fixtures are good. That's why I'm keeping Elliott for now. And Pope. Alonso was really far forward today. There was so, mostly in the first half when he was just stood like centre forward. If I get Alonso as well, that kills Morata. Yeah, Richarlison out for Lingard could be an option. I just worry about how long he's going to stay in the team for. Tinkering over Christmas Eve and Boxing Day. I know I need to make some decisions. I don't want to be tinkering all weekend, to be honest. Or over the Christmas period. Is Fortnite good? Everyone loves Fortnite. So streaming tonight. Deadline's 26th. Oh yeah. Stream again on the 28th. Thoughts on Lukaku's minutes? That's anyone's guess. He's played every single minute so far. I don't see that stopping. He can have a break in January. Charles had another big chance. They missed a header from 6 yards out. That'd be nice. Lanzini or Arnautovic? I prefer Arnautovic, I think. But a lot of people are liking Lanzini. I don't think there's too much in it, really. What's the point swing? The point swing's not that high. I think I would have been... The thing is, I wouldn't have played Maguire either way. See you later, Eddie. Cheers for tuning in. Cheers, shout. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good Christmas. Do I think Kane is a must for double game week 22? Yeah, I think he probably is. He's going to be such the obvious captain. You could risk that he doesn't do anything. Could work. Could massively backfire. I just don't... It just feels like a risk no one should probably be taking. To vote on the poll, at the top right corner, up here somewhere, there's a little eye. You have to either hover over it or click there and it should come up. And you can vote on the polls. Any defender to bring in over the Christmas period? Probably Alonso. But I think Otamendi's going to do really well. At 1.2 million, is it worth a punt note? I don't know. The problem is, I know the thinking there that you risk it because you're so low anyway. If he does well, there's just you're in even more trouble then. I think you just got to go for it. I mean, just remember, there's still half the season to go. Plenty of time to start jumping up the ranks. Watch Kane get injured banned for Gameweek 22. That would mix things up quite a lot. I wonder how many people would go for what's their backup called? Llorente. Their Chelsea defence looks like it could work, yeah. It's very expensive though. But I mean, there's really nice home games to come. Like, they're good right up until Gameweek 27, really. Unless something goes really south. Some captain double gaming. Look, something like that could work. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if Kane isn't the highest scorer. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't always work out the player you think is going to be the highest every week. Obviously, it's always the highest, but you're playing the odds, I suppose, by captaining Kane that he will get something. Whereas the person that beats him might not be so easy to call. I have got 0.6 in the bank. You had Aguero, Captain Kane, Coutinho, Salah, Maguire, and Otamendi. Very nice week. Tom scored 112 this week. I don't think everyone's regretting getting Morata. It depends what you did. Like, for me, it was a bad move, and I'd be in a much better position now if I had him. But some people got Firmino, some people got... don't think they probably got Kane. Some people got Firmino, some just went for an Aguero captain, so they did really well out of it. Hazard to Arnautovic, at least until Gameweek 22, is a great move. Yeah, but the problem is, Arnautovic is going to miss one of those weeks. And Hazard, see that, Physio, have a good one. I know why people don't want to get rid of Hazard. He's very expensive, and in a few weeks I'm going to consider it myself. But he's got Brighton and Stoke at home, which are really good options. They're really good fixtures. And Morata should be back. And we have seen that Hazard's played better with Morata. Like, he's just not a number 9. I kept seeing him today. He'd pass the ball wide, then he'd run into the box like he's a centre forward. And you just knew the ball was never going to get to him. He's too small. He can't get the header like Morata can, etc. So I think Hazard for the next 2 fixtures. Who are you getting rid of him with? Arnautovic? When there's a blank, that just doesn't seem like a good move. See you later, Fozzie. Merry Christmas to you. Is 68 points likely above average this week? No, well, overall average maybe. I think the top 10k average is 70 plus. Do I see Aguero exploding in the coming weeks? I don't know, he scored 2 headers today. Never scored 2 headers in the same game before. I don't think he's scored many open play goals recently. The problem with him, you're always going to have with him and Jesus, like we've said it for a while now, is you don't know when they're definitely going to play. And that's always a pain. Should you transfer Morata for Aguero? Again, that's that is a really hard. I know I keep saying that's a hard choice. Like, if you think Aguero is going to play good minutes over the next 2, then no, I don't think you do it. Hey Jeff. Enjoy your match of the day, people. Still that Cam. You got an early Christmas present. Kane was your captain. Very nicely done. Morata and Carroll or Firmino and Lingard? Firmino and Lingard, I think. Am I considering departure? Yes, I am. Kane is dead too. Oh, Harry Kane. The great thing is, this happens every season, whether it's Kane or not. Whoever the highest price forward is, there's always loads of discussion about whether they're value, and you can still say that Kane hasn't been value. If he keeps on scoring like this, then yeah, of course he is, but he hasn't been value. The problem always is who do you bring in to get the best value out of your team? It used to happen with Aguero all the time. Jeff was Kane exit, but he changed plans due to the Morata ban. Yeah, pretty much what happened for me. Lord Vader on 84, same here. I have Fortnite, yeah, I've only played one game. It's good though. It's free. Just try it and see what you think. Do I think Alonso's worth 7 million? Do you know what I mean? Another game, another day, I should say. Alonso comes away with an attacking return there. He gets 3 bonus, 15 points with a clean sheet. And suddenly he looks worth 7 million. The problem is you need those attacking returns because you've got Christensen for like 1.5 million less. I can't look past him, to be honest. $1.5 million is such a lot of money. Like, money is super tight. I got 84 for those that are joining. Am I still happy with Richarlison? No. One attack and return in 6 weeks is not good enough. If I had a luxury transfer to get rid of him, maybe I would, but I think I'm going to keep. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep him for now. Maybe for 2 more weeks and then look at getting on Artovich. Because I've got other transfers I can make. Business Cat, great name. Merry Christmas, Andy. Put this towards some more Disarana. Keep up the stream in 2018. Thanks very much. I'll probably won't have to put it through Disarana. I'll probably have to put it through data so I can keep streaming. But yes, the plan is definitely to keep up the streaming in 2018. So thanks very much for that. Thanks for tuning in. By the way, people, if you haven't already, hit the old like button on the stream. We're only on 44. I'm sure we can get up to 100 soon. Be much appreciated. If you haven't already, click subscribe, I should say, so you know when we're going live next time. Coming up to the 6,800 mark. Jamie, Atsu back. You're right. Maybe I should do that. Literally have the same team apart from you've got Jones and Fabianski. You're probably in a better position then. In how much time has this stream ended? I don't know. I did say to the missus it would only be a quick one tonight. The stream. So we'll see. Christmas Eve tomorrow, of course. So I've got to be good for that. Going out for some nice lunch. Followed by finally testing out our new local. We've not been to any of the pubs around where we live. And obviously just chilling out in the evening. Trying to forget about FPL for a few days. What am I doing about getting Morata back? Nothing. I'm not getting him back. We'd take 3 transfers. A full detailed analysis of the local ales. We'll see. See you later, Jeff. Cheers, tuning in. Sorry, my nose is like really giving me jip now. Try not to sneeze too many times on stream. Hazard out for Son and then get Azpilicueta for me. I don't like the sounds of that, to be honest. I like Hazard's next 2 fixtures, and can you not get Christensen maybe in a different way? The deadline for Boxing Day is 11:30 in the morning. I wonder if I could do a Boxing Day morning stream. No, I shouldn't really. You get an in Morata and Pogba for a Graham Charlton. That looks pretty good to me. You're thinking about getting Kane back in game week 28. You're a brave man. Braver man than me. I mean, to be fair, after the double, his fixtures are not great at all. But he is a man where the fixtures don't necessarily matter. But he's very expensive, so it's not the worst set of fixtures to be doing that. But it is a big risk. I'm sure you know that. Louise back in the new year. That's going to be so annoying for him having to watch Christensen play so well every week. Who would I bring in for Pope? Maybe still Pickford. Because they're just doing so well defensively. He gets saves as well. Only problem really is their fixtures aren't fantastic for the next coming few weeks, but they're not the worst. I wish you could go premium. But there ain't too many goalies with great fixtures, to be honest. Tends just to keep Pope for a bit longer and play Elliott when I need to. Hoping for a repeat of Burnley keeper away to Man United? No. No. I'm hoping for Pogba to do the business and us to win comfortably. Yeah, Pickford and Kenny on the bench. Ouch. To be fair, I think most of us saw Chelsea scoring. Thoughts on Crouch? Stoke's fixtures are really horrible. Well, the next kind of 4 are, and then they get okay. Huddersfield away, Chelsea away, Newcastle at home, Man United away. It's not great. I wouldn't be bringing Crouch in, I don't think. He is cheap, though. Crouch is probably okay for like a 3-5-2, where he's not the one you're playing most weeks. I think I might downgrade Smalling rather than just get Jones. Give me some money to spend elsewhere, but the only problem is, as always, I don't know where to spend it right now. Could get Rooney and Calvert-Lewin up front. Yeah, slim pickings up front if you've not got Firmino. Yeah, Adrian, of course, yeah, for the double. Yeah, obviously, West Ham defence suddenly doesn't look as good when Newcastle put free past them. But I think for the double, isn't one of the fixtures is... I should know it, but I think it's Swansea at home, right? I know West Brom at home, so it's decent enough. I know Spurs is probably a poor score, but... Yeah, I'm still probably going to go for a defender or goalkeeper. We'll see. Well, wasn't I going for Jones the whole week? No, I was kind of deciding between Jones and Smalling. I ended up going for the guy with goal threat, and Yeah, he hit a shot or a header over the bar right at the start. Yeah, I already mentioned Arnautovic. Should you keep Hazard? I mean, I'm keeping him. I think 2 nice fixtures and Morata back. Surely got more pressing. People have not got more pressing transfers, maybe, than getting rid of Hazard. The thing is, I don't agree that you can't justify having their mids or forwards. Yes, okay, fair enough, they could go out of form. But Arnautovic is on form right now. And he's only a couple of 0.1 millions more than Richarlison, who a lot of people have got. So that's quite an easy change, I think. Oh no, Andy Carroll for the double game week. I can't do it. No. Silver in for Pogba. Nah, I would just keep whichever one you've got right now, Silver and Pogba. I think Pogba's got 2 good fixtures. Let's see how he does. I'm already a bit worried about him though, to be fair, after tonight's game. It was very deep today. Hazard will definitely be rested before the Arsenal game. He's played all of them. Yeah, he could be, yeah. But who are you bringing in for him that's not maybe also going to get rested? I suppose with Hazard, if he plays against Brighton, you could wait and see who gets rested in 20 and then bring them in for 21 for Hazard, maybe. Richarlison I'm sticking for now. But he probably won't make it past the double. Which is when he plays Man City at home, away, so not the worst. Adam, you missed about 47 minutes-ish. Silva is 2.6 million cheaper than Hazard. Looks good. Is Salah a better option than De Bruyne? Yeah, I think so. They're quite similarly priced, aren't they? I don't know why you wouldn't have Salah, to be honest. The man just gets points. I tweeted ages ago. I don't know if anyone remembers the tweet. I said, I like Salah. He gets points. That was like months ago. Because I think it was around the stage when people were taking him out for the second time. He went down in price twice this year, which is crazy. Hasta Silva and Austin Morata. Oh no, don't start tempting me. Let's have a look. Can I make that same move? Oh no, I'm miles off that. Jesus. 7 million I'd have to spend. Can I run us through possible transfer priorities should Smalling and Austin both be available to play? If they're both available, I will probably bank this week because I don't want to play Austin anyway. I know there's a chance that there's a lot of rotation. My bench is poor, but just got to write down. And I'll go into the Gameweek 20. No, sorry, the Gameweek 21 blank with 2 transfers, and I would probably look to make 1 transfer there. Actually, no transfer, sorry, if Austin's fit in that scenario, but he's not going to be, is he? So I look at Depoitre. I think even if Smalling and Austin were past fit, I would still keep Richarlison and just bank a transfer this week. And then longer term, I'd probably be looking at getting rid of Richarlison for the double, and eventually probably upgrading one of Austin or Calvert-Lewin. I think my strike force, I don't know how long it can last like that, to be honest. Richarlison to Loftus-Cheek and Austin to Firmino. I'd probably look at making some money in defence as well. And I got Pope, so yeah, I suppose to try and answer that without just saying every scenario. If they're both fit, I'll hold this week. Richarlison out in the double for Arnautovic. Pope out maybe for someone, but I'm not in a rush to get rid of him really. So Richarlison to Arnautovic, and then maybe start looking at how I can eventually upgrade Austin, I suppose. I told you Aguero would deliver, you never listen. I know, nightmare. It's almost as if everybody tells me every possible move is great every stream. People are talking about downgrading Kane to gain funds to pump into midfield. Maybe Firmino instead of another premium forward. Yeah, I mean, Firmino is looking great right now. Just hope he's not on one of these runs where he just stops scoring all of a sudden. He's not usually very consistent. He goes on like a little run and stops, and then another little run later on. Ooh, Richarlison replacement Coutinho, I'll see, but I think Coutinho looks awesome right now. He's a bit more money though. I don't think I do need Aguero. I mean, would anyone actually bet any of their own hard-earned cash that Aguero is even going to start this week? I don't know if they would. Burnley's fixtures are awful, not challenging. I'm not happy about having Pope and me. This is where I start taking hits, I'd say. I think I can see where people are getting rid of Richarlison, but again, at this stage of the season where there's lots of rotation, there's probably going to be a few more injuries as well because of the amount of games they're playing, and it's colder. I do think Richarlison out feels like a luxury to me. If you've got no other transfers, and maybe you're at the point where you've got two, and you don't want to make any, then maybe you could do it then. Play Gray or Calvert-Lewin. West Brom have been poor. And they conceded 3 to Stoke, didn't they? But Gray's at home. I'll probably play Gray. Disappointed I didn't start Elliott. Yeah, of course, but it's just hindsight. Coutinho, Barcelona drama will be starting again in January. Could have another back injury. Maybe, but I mean, I don't know. It depends whether I feel like Coutinho to Barcelona is inevitable. So maybe I'd hope that Liverpool have kind of said, look, you can go, but it won't be till the summer. You want to bring Atsu back in, don't you? Not really. You think Depotre is more of a goal scorer than Calvert-Lewin? Could be. I mean, I know this is stupid logic, but I look at that, I think it's a Huddersfield striker, scored 3 and 3. Is he really going to keep that up? Keep reading or not, wait until press conference. He was just ill. Chances are he'll play the next game. And it's 2 good fixtures, West Brom and Bournemouth, both away, but good enough, I'd say. So I'd probably keep him. Alright, last chance to vote on the polls. Just there, top right hand corner. Click the little eye. Let you vote on the polls. We've got what to do with Hazard. Game week 20 captain. Game week 19 score. Is Man United defence still worth investing in? And what to do with Richarlison. So vote now. In a couple of minutes, if my nose stops running, we'll go through them. Richarlison to Pogba, I would hold on that. Pogba did not look good today. Is Hazard going to be rested? People in the chat think he will be. There is a chance with so many fixtures. I mean, he's played the last 5 games, although he's only got to 90 minutes twice. I don't know. I feel like he might play both. I got 84. Smalling to Vertonghen or Sanchez. Interesting. I could do that. But then they get a blank. I mean, Duffy's okay for the blank. I could play Duffy instead. But why not just go to Jones though? Because aren't they more expensive, Vertonghen and Sanchez? They're both 6 million. I don't think the fixtures are great after the double. I don't think I'll be going Spurs defenders. Is my team on the screen for Gameweek 20? Yeah, that's my team if there's no injuries for sure. Now, captain, I think I'm going to captain Kane, to be honest. Do you keep Sané or switch to Sterling? Let's be honest, that's such a hard transfer to make because it just feels sideways. And you feel like as soon as you make it, Sané will start scoring and Sterling won't. Sterling does seem more nailed on for minutes right now. He's got the goal threat, he's in form. He's scoring points all the time. I'd be tempted to do it if you've got nothing else to worry about. Mark bought in Sané this week. Yeah, I saw that. I almost did actually. Instead I went Pogba, who also did nothing. Yeah, Adrian seems to be number 1 for West Ham. If someone is injured, who do you think could get in? Maybe Jones, but maybe a downgrade to someone like Kenny. I know that leaves me a bit stuck for this week, but I think Kenny against West Brom's okay. And I've got a bit more, and then I'd have 1.7 million in the bank. It gives me options then. The thing about Harry Kane is you pretty much know he's going to start against Southampton, whereas like if I gave you 100 quid and said bet on Salah or Kane, who's more likely to start the next game, you'd put it on Kane. But I've used that reasoning or excuse to not captain Salah so many times and it's bit me every time. Do you change Calvert-Lewin for Departure or do Pope for Pickford? I think Pope to Pickford. I don't see a huge reason to change Calvert-Lewin as long as you know he's not going to score massively every week. He is only 5.3 million. Am I considering Smalling to Lindelof? No, not at all, to be honest. I feel like longer term, that's just a problem waiting to happen. I think I'm just going to go for Jones if I go for Man United. I know he's injury prone, but he's also first choice. Ox was rested against Arsenal. He would take the place of one of the Fab Four. He could do. Van Dijk to Liverpool. That would be a... I don't know if it'd be a game changer, but surely that would make Liverpool a bit more solid. Although they're still... I still think some of it's tactics. There's no protection for their back four. Yeah, that's the funny thing, actually. You talk about the Newcastle events versus City. No one's really considering City as captain options, but Sterling could be a great choice again this week. I honestly think I've got 4 viable captains. Salah, Sterling, Hazard and Kane. I know some people will just say it's between Salah and Kane, that's it, but you've got to consider Hazard and Sterling. Bonus points added. There you go, 84. -4. A good week, but... should have been so much better. Excuse me. Does it say your points with hits, or do I take it away? I take it away. I know that I took a -4. Yeah, I can pop up the points full screen. That's what I got this week. No, I was already out of the cup, so it didn't really matter. Who starts with 7? I don't know. They could bring in Bernardo Silva. They could play Gundogan. It doesn't look like Pep really wants to change his shape, though, so Sterling's probably going to be okay. 89 with Dunk on the bench. Hey, look, 89 is a great score. Is Coutinho essential? No, but it's a really good option that a lot of people don't have. Right, polls. I said polls, and then I didn't do them. I always do that. 8 minutes ago I said that. So what to do with Hazard? 66% of you are keeping, 17% don't own, and 15% saying sell. So majority are saying keep. Game week 20 captain. Ooh, interesting. So Kane won. No, wait. Did we do a captain poll last week? I can't remember who won. 41% said Salah. 39% said Kane. 9% said a Man City attacker. Only 6% on Hazard. And 3% saying someone else. So Salah and Kane pretty close. Game week 19 score. 41% of you apparently scored 80 plus. 26% got 71 to 80. So a high scoring week this week. I think we already knew that. 19% 61 to 70. And 10% of you got 51 to 60, with 1% apparently getting less than 50. Ouch. If true, that's a big old red arrow this week. Is the Man United defence still worth investing in? 62% say yes, 37% say no. I'm not so sure about that, to be honest. Good fixtures though. What to do with Richarlison? 45% of you keeping, 35% selling, and 20% of you don't own. So the majority either getting rid or don't already own him. So I think that's the way a lot of the community is going with Richarlison, given his poor returns. I'm going to give him a couple more game weeks, but that's probably going to be it. The average is high for sure this week. You scored 93 -4 this week and you went out of the cup. Oh my god. To 102. That's insane. So we're all into Christensen or save money and go down. I like Christensen, to be honest. Depends on the rest of your defence. I like Christensen. Set and forget for like the next 10 game weeks, hopefully. As long as he keeps his place when Luis gets back, which we just don't know for sure right now. God, I have to check my mini leagues later to see what everyone got. Hopefully they didn't all get 100. Right, people, I think I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully we've answered the main questions of the game week. It's only been an hour, I know, compared to the 2.5 hour one last time, but I wasn't even supposed to be streaming tonight, so we'll leave it there. So yeah, my transfers probably going to be small into another defender, maybe Jones, maybe just downgrade and save some money. Yes, I did the polls just then. Thanks to Alexander for the re-sponsor. And Business Cat for the donation, much appreciated. This will be the last stream before Christmas, so have a good one. I'm going to have a good time tomorrow with the family, and then Christmas Day should be good too. Plenty of presents. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'll tweet out my team on Boxing Day probably, when I know exactly what I've done. I want to give myself some time to think, because I can easily rage transfer Smalling and Austin. I have to get an injured, but 84 minus 4, not a bad week. Hope you all have a good Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone. Whatever you're doing, if you're not celebrating Christmas, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having fun. And I will see you probably on the 28th of December for another stream. Or the 29th. I don't know. Sometime soon, I'll let you know. Follow me on Twitter, Andy85WSM. We'll do all that. If you haven't already, go and like the stream before you leave. Subscribe if you're new around here. Otherwise, I'll catch you later. Merry Christmas, everyone.